Good evening, y'all. I hope everybody is having an amazing Sunday. Welcome back to Tylane Ducksworth Reviews. I am Tylane, and today, you guys, I come to you with a very serious topic. This is very sad, but it's something that we need to speak about. It has become an epidemic across the world in our community. So, this is in regards to a story out of New York. A 62-year-old man has been arrested in connection with the fatal shooting of his 45-year-old wife in Queens last month. The police confirmed the suspect, identified as Odwin Keynes, who is reportedly homeless, allegedly opened fire on Chaneil Ramsay around 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on June 23rd near 127th Avenue and 176th Street. When is it going to stop? When will it end? According to the New York Post, Ramsey was discovered unresponsive. After the shooting, Keynes fled the scene while his 21-year-old stepdaughter quickly alerted authorities. Miss Chaneil Ramsay was transported to Jamaica Hospital Medical Center where she was pronounced dead. You guys, this didn't have to happen. We continuously see this over and over again, and it's our intimate partners, people that you shouldn't have to be looking over your shoulder doing things like this to us. Haynes evaded the police for more than about 3 weeks. But on this past Tuesday afternoon, the NYPD Regional Fugitive Task Force located and arrested him. Shout out to On Site. And this is just sad. My heart goes out to the family. This is unacceptable, guys. I see so much going on, and I've been getting irritated lately because I'm seeing things coming out about celebrities, people talking about Shanti and Nelly and what's going on in their lives. And some lady I ran across yesterday, I believe her name was Spiritual. What was her name? Spiritual something. Anyway, she was talking about Nelly is a narcissist, but he's more like a sociopath, and Ashanti is a narcissist, but she's a covert narcissist. However, this turns out, that's on them. She made the choice to get back with him. He made the choice to get back with her for whatever their reasons and motives are. Everybody's saying, according to their new TV show, it looks like their marriage is doomed. That's on them. My question is, other than us doing this for content, what the hell are we supposed to do? These people are rich. They have access to money and resources that we don't. This girl is more than likely, possibly, allegedly, may still be going through postpartum. What are we doing? Just adding to her stress by gossiping about them and criticizing her for her decisions that she made? I understand if you want to just be straight up and come out and say, hey, I'm doing this for content. That's fine. But to come out here telling people that you are spiritual and this was placed on your heart, you mean to tell me that the God placed the spirit or whatever higher power you believed in to come to the internet, to the public, and add more stress to a woman that appears to already be dealing with a lot of stress. And you telling us that the spirit told you to do this. Okay, ma'am. Anywho, I don't want to get off on that. But my point is that there are things like this happening that we need to be talking about where black women are losing their lives by the people that are supposed to love and care about them and cherish them, protect, keep them safe. That's what y'all say, huh? Y'all say that men are natural protectors, right? But instead, they knocking us off every chance they get. But y'all want to come to us talking about the spirit laid it on your heart to tell us that Ashanti and Nelly are narcissists. Lady, we don't care. This is what we should be caring about. Anyway, I've been went off on a rant. That's a whole nother subject that I want to talk about because it really has disturbed my spirit. But let me get back into this. As I was saying, Auden Keynes was arrested. He now faces multiple charges, including unaliving a human being, criminal possession of a weapon, and reckless endangerment. Motive for the shooting has not been determined. And I hate when they say that. Unless you were in a situation where you were having to defend yourself or a loved one, there is never an explanation that is going to be good enough for you to remove somebody else from this world. Outside of that, there is no reason. You didn't bring them here. You did not have the authority to take them out. Okay? Like, I'm so sick, y'all. This really did something to me. So She was found face down, unconscious, and as I said, she was later pronounced deceased at the hospital. Another black woman's life stolen once again. It was the man who once said he loved her. I think people take the word love in vain. People don't know what love truly is. Because for you to do this to somebody else, you don't even love yourself. Obviously, you don't know what love is. To love somebody wholeheartedly, unconditionally, to accept them, every piece of them, the good, the bad, the ugly, the in between, to accept them for their flaws, their wrongs, their rights. People have become so bold, and this didn't happen in the middle of the night. This happened in broad daylight in New York. Let that sit with y'all for a second. People getting to the point that they don't care. I hope the judicial system treat him the same way and they don't care. Honestly, I feel like sometimes maybe you don't deserve due process. It should be an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Because if you were this bold to do something like this while this woman was with her child, then we shouldn't have any sympathy for you whatsoever. And that's not even my character. I believe that everybody deserves a chance. But people that hurt women, children, you don't deserve due process when you're attacking and hurting the most vulnerable. It's not right. So as I was saying, you guys, he shot her in broad daylight outside for the world to see. It's not rare. This has become a chilling pattern. Black women are dying inside of their homes, in their own neighborhoods. And unfortunately, it's sad to say, women that are in abusive relationships, people they often fear. Yeah, this video isn't just a reaction, it is a reckoning. We need to talk about what's happening in our community, and that's why I went on a rant about Ashanti and them, because I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what's going on with Ashanti and Nelly. I don't give a damn. All this is happening in our community because silence has never saved us. We was all brought up with this stupid, dumb mentality of whatever happened in this house stays in this house. And then that same person dealing with all that trauma goes out and explodes on the world because what happened in this house stays in this house. Another black woman is gone too soon by this man that promised to love her. But y'all, let's be real. It's not just this story. It's an epidemic. I don't want to put in nobody's business out in the street, but I never forget I was young. I was a teenager at the time, and I'm from Louisiana. But my cousin, she lost her friend that they were very close to. She was a mother of two. And this is a true story, so I'm not going to go into everything. But the father of her children went to her place and shot her in the back of the head, execution style. And I'm a witness, had a ripple effect because that situation changed everybody. It changed my cousin, it changed all of their friends. Excuse me. That kind of stuff has a lasting impact on you for the rest of your life. And I'm 45 years old now. Black people didn't used to do stuff like that. Unalive their spouses, their children, their whole families. That's not something that we did. But now, for some reason, something in the milk ain't clean. Something is wrong. The way that we hurt each other with no regard for life. We allow everybody else to disrespect us, and we are quick to forgive others that hurt us. But we hurt each other like it's nothing. And I'm tired of everybody making excuses. Yes, there is crime in all neighborhoods. And I don't want to be part of the problem of just putting our neighborhood on blast. I don't believe there's no such thing as black on black crime, Caucasian on Caucasian crime, Asian on Asian. I don't believe that. I believe you are most impacted and affected in whatever area and environment that you live in. And if that area is predominantly people that look like you, then it just happens to be is what it is. But there is no more crime in one culture than the next. There are bad people in every culture. There are good people in every culture. There are people that are in between in every culture. Violence, crime is crime. And I get tired of the media putting us on blast as if we are the problem. Every community has its problem, has its issues. But we need to correct the issues in our community and stop being so quick to forgive them when they hurt us. Anyway, this is an epidemic and it's been growing louder and deadlier for the last 25 years or more. Now, to rise in DV, domestic violence, and intimate partner homicide, specifically in our community. It's time to say it plain. Black women are dying, and many times it's at the hands of the men they trusted. Now, according to reports from On Site and the New York Post, the 62-year-old Audwin Caines was apprehended, arrested this week in connection with the fatal shooting of his 45-year-old wife, Miss Chaneil Ramsay, in Queens, New York. And my sincerest condolences to you and your family. I'm so sorry that this happened to you. So as I was saying, y'all, this happened on, I'm sorry. It's not right. Y'all don't believe. I know people don't want to talk. I don't want to get all biblical and stuff like that, but y'all don't realize that the enemy is here to kill, steal, and destroy. And when the devil come to you, he not coming to you to play with you. Now, after the shooting, Caines fled the scene, and it was Chaneil Ramsay's 21-year-old daughter who called for help. Now, this man, this demon, managed to evade police for over 3 weeks. And as I said, you guys, he is now facing multiple charges, including unaliving someone, reckless endangerment, and illegal possession of a firearm. As of now, the motive has not been released. This isn't just about one man with a gun. It's about a pattern of silence, pain, and fear. Real life trauma that people are living with and dealing with. We need to stop acting like this is just mental health or he snapped. I get so sick and tired of hearing people say when people do something wrong, oh, he must have snapped, or oh, it must be mental illness. Go get help. There are resources out here for you. Go get help. And stop unloading your shit on us. And y'all would piss me off to the highest extent with somebody on IG. This degenerate, ignoramus. Just a second, y'all. Give me just a minute here. Alright, y'all. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, I'm going to show the post in just a second here. But this is not just snapped a mental illness. There is data that shows how bad it has gotten. Let's talk facts. According to the CDC and crime statistics, black women are 3 times more likely to be unalive from an intimate partner in violence than Caucasian women. Over 50% of black women who are unalived by a current or former partner, many of these homicides happen after years of unreported abuse. So, y'all, this is not mental illness. It's not he stabbed. This is not about one man with one firearm. It is about a pattern of silence, pain, and fear. This is about misogynoir, unchecked male entitlement, a culture of silence that tells women to stay, pray, and be loyal even to their own destruction. And there are just some things you can walk away from your marriage. If somebody putting their hands on you, you need to leave. And I know that's not easy. I know there are statistics showing that women go back 6, 7 times before they leave, especially when there's children involved. I understand that. But we have to stop being so careless with our lives. It's either him or you. Bust a move. Enough is enough. Take back your power and get out. And online is worse. You got podcasts, all these incels, influencers, and even black men weaponizing submission and high value this and high value that and femininity and rhetoric to gaslight women out of protecting themselves. So like I was saying, some ignoramus dummy, he gonna comment. When the story broke and I went to the comments like many of us do, and the first one I saw, y'all, I literally wanted to jump through my doggone computer screen. He gonna say, what did she do? Girl, when I say it took everything in me, y'all, let me make this clear. See, we all have a lot of energy when it's not people that we love in our families. But then when it come to y'all daughters, y'all want to act like y'all just gonna pop off and y'all gonna be bowdy, bowdy, rowdy, rowdy. Keep that same energy that you have for your daughter and daughters for everybody else's. I heard somebody say yesterday, I believe it was what's the rapper guy name? I think his name is D1. He was on with Beehive, and they was talking about the story that came out that Jermaine Dupri allegedly had spent $10,000 every Monday for 20 years at the strip club. And the guy D1 was like, he wished they would just shut strip clubs down. People can do what they want to do with their money. But come out and say it was irresponsible of me to do instead of talking about it as if it was being glorified. You don't want your daughter up there, but you okay with other people's daughters being up there. Whatever the case may be. Y'all need to start looking at other people's daughters like y'all look at y'all own. Anyway, like I said, let's be clear. That what did she do comment, that's not curiosity. That's not seeking the truth. That is a weapon. It's the same question they asked about Megan. What she did. Was she drunk? Drinking. Making it about how many sexual partners that she had. That has nothing to do with that little leprechaun not being able to control his emotions and be a man, because he a live man, and his actions prove that. And I watched everybody turn against that girl. And still to this day, there are so many black men and black women because they jealous of her. They jealous of her body. They jealous of the way that Meg looks. They jealous of what Megan has and saying, why not me? Look at the situation that this dumb girl allegedly Milagro Grams is in. You did all this for a man that you don't even know. And now you in the doggone courtroom. Play stupid games, win prizes or something like that you saying. Anyway, y'all, you want to know Mr. Ignorant that made this comment? What did she do? She existed. That's what she did. She probably said no about something. She tried to walk away. She lived in a world that refuses to protect her and find everything it is about us to criticize us. We talk too much. We too loud. We nag. No, nigga, we ain't dealing with your bullshit. And bump you in the horse you rode in on. And every time a woman dares to leave, speak up, or survive. It's amazing how we're always in survival mode. And now she's gone. Another headline. If your first reaction to a woman being unalived is to interrogate her actions, you are part of the problem. I will repeat that. I hope you hear this loud and clear. I don't even know you. I can't say your name to put you on blast out here because you're not a public figure. And I wish to God I could. If your first reaction, that was the first thing that popped into your small pea brain to ask, what did she do? You are part of the problem. Because somewhere in your small mind, a man's violence is still negotiable. We have got to stop normalizing empathy for abusers and suspicion for victims. We just seen it in the Diddy trial. Y'all don't see women as worthy of protection. Not black women. Not us. Y'all see us as provocateurs of our own pain. The way they sitting there allow pregnant women to come in, they be in pain. I was just watching that episode of Sisters on Tyler Perry. Girl, that made me so mad. The lady just sitting there, just the girl in pain, Karen, and obviously something is wrong with one, if not both of the babies that she pregnant with. And I know that was just TV, and the lady just typing and typing. And even once the nurse came out and found a room for Karen, she gonna say she can wait a little while longer and wait for another room. And that's when the nurse told her no, she is going in room 114 and walked off. And I know that's just a TV series, but that's a prime example of how people view us. This girl was sitting there in pain, stretched out, about to fall out, running a fever and everything. And that lady did not show a little bit of any kind of empathy. And I kept saying the whole time, Fatima better than me, because I'd have grabbed her ponytail and pulled her ass over that counter. I'd have mollywopped her right in that doggone hospital lobby. You lying to me? Playing in our face like this. And we dying on the table. Dying of all kind of stuff. Pulmonary embolisms and all kind of stuff when giving birth. I'm from the South. I was always taught growing up with having children is one foot in the grave and one foot out. And that's for the most healthiest person. Anything could happen. And you sitting here playing with this girl life like that. And then she gonna have the audacity to talk about she's not gonna die. Girl. And I'd have said, and I'm not about to slap the shit out of you. I'm sorry. I done got all off subject. Anyway, y'all, we need to stop normalizing empathy for abusers and suspicion for victims. That is how this epidemic keeps growing and growing and growing. You got most of the world don't see us as human beings, and our own people that look like us don't see us worthy of protection. This woman, she's not a headline. This was a mother, daughter, sister, friend, neighbor, and there are more just like her right now suffering in silence. There is somebody right now as I'm speaking to you that's in a situation where they are terrified for their life and they don't know how to get out. Or they actually getting their ass whooped right now. Excuse me. So I want to say, if you're watching this and you are feeling unsafe in your own relationship, please know it's not love. If it leaves you bruised, battered, beaten, silenced, or scared, get out. Get help. Run as far as you and fast as you can. Run. I don't care if you don't have a penny to your name. Get out. And also know you're not overreacting. If you feel in your gut that something ain't right, and don't do all this, you people calling you on the phone talking about they want to make up, they want to meet up, can they come get the kids? No, none of that. They won't meet up, they won't come by, they won't, no, absolutely not. If they want to meet you, they need to start making it mandatory. When people are in these situations like this, meet at the police station. No, not your mama house, not your sister house, not your cousin, not the parking lot, not at the Walmart, not at the Costco. No, meet me at the police station. Inside, not outside. Y'all, this is not love. And to the rest of us in the world, we have got to stop waiting until the next damn candlelight vigil to care. We need to start being more focused on domestic violence, children being snatched and taken away, the things that matter, than we are with what the hell is going on with Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, and Jay-Z and all that. Now, don't get me wrong. I like to indulge a little bit to myself. I'm not trying to be no hater. I like to indulge, hell, to get away from my own issues. Yeah, we got to do better. Or they going to wipe us out. This story, it really, really hurt me to cover this. It really did. I'm new to being a content creator and I'm still trying to figure out all the ins and outs as far as the ethics and things like that. Following the ethics and the policies and procedures of YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to be very careful and very sensitive to this family. That's why you'll notice on the thumbnail I didn't put no pictures. I didn't put up the man's picture because he don't deserve to get no spotlight, no shine, no nothing. You wasn't going up on my page. Not your face. The devil is a lie. And out of respect, I was not, because they're both adults, out of respect, I was not going to put Miss Chaneil Ramsay's face on the thumbnail. I was not going to do that. But you, sir, I damn sure was not about to give you no kind of shine. I wish I didn't even have to say your name. But then people deserve to know who you are, what kind of scum you are. And yeah, you may have issues, but you should have dealt with your own issues. You a coward. So y'all, like I said, this story really hurt to cover. It needed to be said. I know I went off on a tangent. I went into different directions, but I'm just so aggravated and annoyed by the stuff that I've been seeing when we are losing our rights and our freedoms. The world is hurting. And I'm seeing people coming online lying, talking about the spirit told them to say this. The spirit ain't tell you to say shit. You doing this for content. Just keep it real. And that's okay. But don't come on here lying, talking about the spirit told you to do something to add pain to somebody else's life. And if the spirit did tell you that, then sound like you need to disconnect from whatever spirit that is. I'm Tylane. This is Tylane Ducksworth Reviews. Drop a comment if you care, if you've seen this pattern in your city, your social circle. We're not imagining this, and we can't keep normalizing this, y'all. We have got to do something. We have to. Please like, share, and subscribe, because silence is deadly. I try to just keep it real. I'm still trying to figure out my niche. You'll see all kind of different things on my channel. But I do want my channel to make a difference. I started this because I wanted to connect with other people, but I also want to do something that makes a difference. I don't want to just talk about celebrity news and gossip. Other than a paycheck, that's not benefiting me. And it's letting a lot of negative energy into my spirit that I really don't care for. Till next time, you are getting this from a Pisces perspective, Tylane style, and I'm out. Y'all take care. I hope y'all have a good day, a good weekend. Stay safe. And again, if you are in trouble of any kind, get help and get out.